There's this one very important thing at play all around us, and it affects everybody in the world. Even if they don't notice, even if they don't care, it's still at play. It's social status. And even though it's crazy important, it's taboo to admit that you want to improve it. It's okay to say you're trying to get your money up, and it's cool to say you're getting your body right. But to admit that you are making a conscious effort to raise your social status is looked at as stupid and pretentious. But the way people see you dictates a lot of your outcomes in life. So you want to be held in high regard. Some of you have social statuses that are in the dirt, and you need to build that up immediately. I'm going to talk about some actionable ways to get that started. Let me tell you a story about a guy who showed up to an annual feast empty-handed. Now, all the other guests brought gifts, but he thought just his presence alone would be good enough. He would eat, drink, and enjoy the festivities. Now, the hostess greeted him with a smile because she was kind, but for all the other guests who brought gifts, she told a story about them and the gifts they brought. Okay? When he saw the reaction that the other guests had, he felt bad. The following year, the man brought a gift from an olive tree that his family owned. Okay? He jarred up some olives and brought them to the party. This year, when the host talked about the gifts everyone had brought, she said, last year you were here as a guest, and that's fine, but this year you are a part of the story. So him bringing a gift automatically elevated his social status. He was now seen in a higher regard by these people. So he had to understand and explore generosity, which is what I want to talk about. But there's a certain way to execute your generosity, and I'm going to break it down for you step by step. The first step is to break that get over and get under that slipping through the cracks mentality. That is the mentality of a scoundrel, a water bug. And we are elevating way higher than that. So that's step one. You got to change your mentality. 2, we come bearing gifts. Now, don't worry, because I'm going to tell you how to do this. I'm going to break it down for you. Because really, for like $5, just $5, you can start to change the way people see you, right? Perception is key, and we control others' perception of us to a large degree. Now, when you are out, you're going to start picking up little gifts that the people you spend time with would like. Think about the sort of folks in your social circles. Think about the type of events they host and invite you to. We're talking about simple and thoughtful. So whatever your budget is, there's a way for you to get into this. That's why I said for $5, you can change the way people see you. I ran the Target and I grabbed some gifts, right? I spent about $5 on each one of them, $5 each. And what I'm going to do is, what I want you to do is build a stash. You're going to stockpile. Don't go crazy, but maintain a nice little amount of gifts, okay? And I'm going to tell you why in a second, right? Because there are some potential hurdles, and I'm going to tell you what you want to avoid. But let me show you one of these gifts where, you know what? I'm going to give you the hurdles first before I show you what I picked up. Okay, 1, we don't want time to be an excuse. Sometimes when we start running around and we get invited somewhere, you might want to do something generous, but you don't have the time. That's why you keep a stockpile. All right. The other thing is sometimes money is tight. So we don't want it to be last minute and you thought about doing something generous, but you just don't have the bread because it's already stockpiled, okay? So follow these instructions. Now let me show you what I grabbed. I paid, again, about $5 for each one of these. Simple things that the people in your life would be delighted to receive unexpectedly. A scented candle, okay? And this is just going in the stash, all right? It's not for a particular person, but there are many people in my life who would enjoy a scented candle. All right? A meat thermometer. You probably know people who like to roast and throw stuff on the grill. Here's a thermometer. Paid like $5 for it. But once you put it in a gift bag and you hand it to someone unexpectedly, now they're looking at you in a whole different light. Okay? Maybe you hang with people who like to play games. Uno, right? Maybe they already have cards, but people who play cards need more cards. You lose them, they get lost, all sorts of stuff. Maybe you know somebody who travels a lot. These are cute little luggage tags, okay? So it's thoughtful. Everything here is thoughtful. So you think about who you spend time with and what they'd like to receive unexpectedly. You're going to maintain a stockpile, get some gift bags. You could even pre-wrap all of this stuff. All right. We trying to elevate. So for like $5, you can start transforming the way people see you from a pauper to a king, right? You come bearing gifts. Elevate your social status now.